St. Mary Netherton Daily Chronicle, Morning Edition, March 25th, 1926. Good morning, gentle listeners. Edmund Pruitt greeting you on this Thursday, which marks Lady Day and the Feast of the Annunciation, one of the old quarter days by which our village has long measured the turning of the year. The weather presents us with what Mr. Higgins describes as a Thursday beneath a comfortable blanket of cloud that shall hold through the morning hours, temperatures pleasant, and a southwesterly breeze carrying the smell of freshly turned soil from gardens where residents have been preparing their borders, conditions remaining dry throughout the day. A light wool layer should see one through the morning hours, though those whose errands keep them out past luncheon may wish to carry a second. The tea room announces a Thursday special of Lady Day custard tarts, which Mrs. Hartley describes as a quarter-day offering whose simplicity honours the tradition, the custard set just so, and the pastry giving way at the gentlest touch of the fork. A reminder that Saturday's dog show opens gates to exhibitors at 8 o'clock, with formal judging commencing at 9 and continuing through a luncheon interval until the best in show presentation at 6. Several village dogs shall represent our community in the day's various classes, and Constable Porter will be in attendance with his young sheepdog companion, the pair lending their encouragement from the spectator lines. A morning ritual of some distinction has established itself at Giles Farm in recent days. Augustus, Farmer Giles's prize ram, has taken to positioning himself at first light upon the highest grassy knoll in the pasture, and standing there without movement as the early sun breaks over the eastern ridge, his considerable fleece catching the warmth in a manner Farmer Giles describes as rather kingly, though I shouldn't like to tell him so. The ram holds this station for some considerable time, before descending to join the flock at their morning feed. Miss Primrose, who passes the farm on her constitutional, reports that the sight lends the morning walk an air of ceremony it did not previously possess. Mrs. Westcott has undertaken an ambitious experiment in the decorative baking arts. The bakehouse window this morning displays a sponge cake whose interior reveals perfectly alternating squares in the manner of a chessboard, achieved through the careful arrangement of lemon and rose-flavoured batters. The effect, visible where Mrs. Westcott has cut a demonstration slice, drew admiring attention from early customers. The technique demands considerable patience, but produces results the baker considers well worth the effort. Mrs. Barnes's leghorn hen presented this morning's egg at 20 minutes past 7, with what Mrs. Barnes characterises as quarter-day punctuality that honours the occasion. The bird afterward discovered that the wooden seed tray propped against the potting shed catches the morning light at a particularly agreeable angle, and spent some minutes adjusting her position until she had settled into what appeared to be optimal warmth. That concludes our morning report. This is Edmund Pruitt, reminding you that our evening edition will follow the 6 o'clock bells. Until then, St. Mary Netherton carries this Thursday forward, with Saturday's exhibition now just 2 days distant.